Yesterday, Modern Warfare 2 got a brand new update that affected Warzone 2, DMZ, and the normal multiplayer experience. We've already made a video going through all of those patch notes. However, the biggest changes in this update were secret and they didn't even list them off in the patch notes. We've got massive buffs to the bosses in DMZ. They've nerfed the gas mask. They've added new levels to some weapons and new attachments. As always, we're going to be covering all the new news in a rapid style format. That way you can quickly watch this video and get right back into game. If you're new here and want to sub, I would greatly appreciate it. And if you left like a comment, thank you a ton. So for the first big hidden update in the DMZ mode, we need to head to the weapon crate location on the map. And now that we're here, we need to locate the Juggernaut. Oh, and as you can see, as we got closer to the Juggernaut, it completely disabled our vehicle. DDoS detected, vehicle disabled. It is impossible to hit the Juggernaut with a vehicle now. It will completely stop your vehicle, even if you have momentum left. I've tried this multiple times. It will not let you hit the Juggernaut with your vehicle, meaning from this point on, you can no longer cheese the bosses and hit them with a vehicle. You have to take them down normally by spamming them with a ton of bullets, which means this change is going to make it way harder for solo players to be able to achieve the weapons case, because the Juggernaut is obviously a Juggernaut and has a lot of health. I'm not saying it's impossible to do solo now, but it is going to be a lot harder without a team. Okay, now let's try the same thing with the other boss in DMZ, the Chemist. All right, there we go. There's the Chemist, and as you can see, as the vehicle gets close to him, it completely makes it stop. Even if there's momentum going into it, it will completely stop you before you can hit any sort of boss in DMZ. And watch what happens when you try to fly a helicopter near it as well. You just completely crash. You cannot fly even a helicopter over where the Juggernaut's at. Or yeah, it's gonna get DDoSed out of the sky and it's gonna fall and it's gonna crash and we're gonna land right in front of him right here, and he's gonna finish us off. Now this next hidden update is hard to confirm because we don't have the exact values and they didn't say it, but I think they nerfed the amount of time the gas mask works for. So if we go ahead, activate our gas mask, look at how quickly it seems to deplete now. Prior to this update, it felt like you could use a gas mask for a very long time and it would never deplete, but we've already lost 2 of the bars. And if we go for a few more seconds, we've now lost 3 of the bars in our gas mask. And prior in DMZ, like when the zone would collapse, I would have 1 gas mask and I would never have to worry about dying in the zone. But we've almost used the entirety of this gas mask already in this clip. That feels like it's cut in less than half, honestly. Like that is a way quicker time. And there we go. The gas mask is officially gone. And yeah. That's it. So to quickly go over my opinions on the new hidden DMZ updates, I'm not a big fan. Playing DMZ solo was already very hard, and buffing the bosses like this is only going to make it so much harder for a solo player. Whereas if you're a team of 3, you're still going to be able to take down the Juggernaut as long as you guys got weapons and ammo. If you all lay into the Juggernaut, he's still going to go down. It's not going to be that big of a deal. But for a solo player, it just got so much harder to get this weapon crate. Same thing with the gas mask. I didn't really find it an issue before that the gas mask lasted a long time. I just think this is going to be a little bit more annoying now because you're going to have to carry more gas masks, especially if you're waiting for that final exfil. You're going to want a couple backups because if you're going from the other side of the map and you're going to be in the gas for a while, you're probably going to go through a couple of them now. Now for the secret update that affects all modes in Modern Warfare 2, they have increased the level cap for a bunch of different weapons in this game, also allowing access to a ton of new attachments we couldn't use before. When the game first launched, there was a lot of attachments that if you went to them and you hovered over it, it wouldn't tell you how to unlock them. Like this one right here, there's still a couple in the game. If you hover over this optic, there's currently no way to unlock this. But before this update, there was a bunch more. That's because weapons weren't leveling up to their max potential. I don't know if it was a bug or if they were purposely waiting for it. And if you log in game right now, even if you've maxed out every weapon prior to this update, I had this revolver pistol completely maxed out. However, if I go to gunsmith now, you can see there's 1 extra level to it. And if we go all the way to the end, if I level it up, I am now going to unlock the .500 armor piercing ammunition. And there's a bunch of weapons in the game like this. However, not all of them work like that. I know for a fact that the MX9, this didn't go to level 20 before, but now it's level 20 and I seem to have all the attachments unlocked for this. So without a guaranteed list, we really don't know what all attachments were added in this game because I've looked online. I can't find any list that showed all the previous weapon levels, all the previous attachments. So we don't know all the new attachments yet. This is where patch notes would be extremely helpful. I would really like to know all of the weapons that now have increased levels. I'd also like to know all the new attachments we have available. But since they don't have detailed patch notes that explain all this stuff, we kind of got to figure it out on our own. And since I didn't write down everything prior, it is going to be really hard to figure out what's new. The EBR is also another weapon that, as you can see, you can level it up as well. If we go all the way to the end, you can now unlock the model 1957 stock. So yeah, currently we just don't know all the new attachments available in Modern Warfare 2, but every time I find out a new one, I'm gonna leave it in the pinned comment below until that's a full complete list explaining all of the new attachments and what weapons they're unlocked for. If you want to see any future updates like this video here, make sure to sub to the channel, because I'm going to keep you guys fully updated with the stuff on the patch notes and the stuff that they didn't include on the patch notes, those hidden updates as well. I just hope in the future there's going to be less and less hidden updates. I preferably would like all of the information to be on the patch notes so we don't got to do all this testing and try to figure out what's going on behind the scenes. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you left a like or a comment, I appreciate you a ton. If you know any of the new attachments, leave them in the comments. Help me out a little bit. And I'll see you guys in the next one. You guys have a great one. Peace.